representing China, KUAI Man.
So KUAI Man has entered the arena here, a player with a good history against Mima Ito. That said, Mima Ito's beaten her before. Now, while Mima Ito has one of the better records against anyone from Team China, I think in the last 6 years, China has sort of taken their revenge on the, well, Ito situation. Mima Ito was steamrolling Team China for some time. Their WTT head-to-head, Mima Ito 1-0. Fascinating. So whenever it's a non-WTT event, KUAI Man has won. But in WTT, Mima Ito has never lost. The world rank number 8 versus the world rank number 4. Mima Ito, with a bit more experience on the international stage, is 3 years the senior of the left-handed, very smooth KUAI Man. Speaking of smooth, loving the haircut. Rafael Lazarchik here, our umpire, will be taking care of the coin toss here. And himself, clearly. Handshake here, and as KUAI Man folds the towel and gets ready, the players will come together. Handshake of their own. After the coin toss, they'll check equipment.
I have red and blue. What color for you? Red. So blue for you. And we have red. You want. Receive. Which side?
So Mima Ito offering her equipment. Players want to see hers more than the other way around. She knows this as she uses pips on the backhand side. If you're newer to table tennis, pips are those bumps that look like Legos. They come in different lengths and widths. Hers are short pips, the Maristo SP. Plays with some sponge under there. I think she's the most famous player to use this rubber. She's made it quite famous as she's been incredibly effective. So what does it mean? It means when she plays the ball, there's less surface area touching it, less grip on it, so she's not twisting or spinning the ball quite as much as she does with her forehand. She can play flat from both sides if she wants. She can even spin from her red side, the short pip side. But there's going to be less spin on it when she does. 5 titles to her name. She turned pro at 11 years old. Yep, you heard me, 11. Her last 3 event results, a semifinal in Las Vegas at the United States Smash. Round of 16 at home in Japan at the WTT Champions Yokohama 2025, and the Europe Smash in Sweden 2025, a quarterfinal appearance, quite strong. So again, the last 2 times they played, both of which were this year, KUAI Man won in the decider. KUAI Man, 21 years old, is smooth. She's got an incredibly quick transition. She's powerful, 75% win rate, and exactly the same number of titles as Mima Ito. What, 6 years a pro? Turned pro at 15? So quarterfinals is 1 round deeper than where we are right now. So these are her past, well, champions results. Quarterfinals, that means she wins this match, loses the next, but Mima Ito doesn't have to worry about what KUAI Man does in the next match. She has to worry about if KUAI Man is playing her next match here or somewhere else. There's plenty of motivation. The prize money, the points, $800,000 in total prize money. Best equipment in the world, and 1,000 points for the champion of this event. Fan vote 62% behind the Chinese superstar, KUAI Man, and the remaining 38% behind Mima Ito. Cast your votes at worldtabletennis.com or on the WTT app. Fun fact, in this part of the world, they call it the WTT APP. Thought you'd like to know.
First game, KUAI to serve, love all.
So KUAI Man will start with the serves in this best of 5. Love all. Bottle challenge serve, and Mima Ito doesn't move too quickly. She's patient, which pays off. Interesting, 2 bottle challenge services in a row. Mima Ito in position, but the adjustment made by KUAI Man on the next. Subtle adjustments to get the ball back in a different place.
One, two.
Good pressure early on here from KUAI Man in the receive game. Mima Ito has some of the most devastating serves that is. Not to be confused with stirves, which aren't a thing. There it is, a modified tomahawk, tough to read. Ooh, strawberry attempt here to the short side as she massages that forearm to stay loose. The banana split comes out under the ball with the Chiquita side spin. Mima Ito does this more than most as Minori watches on. Mama Ito, there it is. Oh, the way she carves that out. It seems like she can touch the ball any which way she wants and still put it into play. Tough place to be. Wide on one corner of the table. Mima Ito's really good at staying right at the baseline here, but it sits up just a little bit, and KUAI Man sends her on the chase. Mima Ito playing the short side. Clever idea if she finishes the point, but tough way to continue the rally. Wow, the sound of that is not someone who's looking to rally. That's someone looking to quickly finish the point. Mima smash. I mean, that sounded like sting pong, didn't it? A little bit off the top of the net, but KUAI Man quickly racing out to a 5-point lead here. Good heavy push.
3-7.
There are a lot of misconceptions about the rules in table tennis. If the racket hits the table, no problem, assuming you're not aggressively hitting the table intentionally. Aggressively hit the ball intentionally, as Mima Ito just did on the short side. Even the hand itself that's holding the racket can touch the table surface, but it has to be holding the racket. Twice spanked.
7-5.
Mima with the old school punishment, not just conversation, straight up spanking. Side top, look how low that is when she takes it. Yeah, she's not the tallest player on the tour, but still the percentages, she plays some very low percentage shots with some very high percentages.
8-5.
The net playing the Gandalf here. You shall not pass ball. KUAI Man hangs in there for all the funky side spin that Mima brings, bending it both ways. KUAI Man showing her touch, her control. Spins it deep to keep the pressure on, and it is 5 game points for KUAI Man. She even had her own little strawberry action in the early part of this point. Shot block does not carry, and 11-5. KUAI Man looking to get her first WTT win against Mima Ito. Makes quite a statement here in the first. Many players adjust to Mima Ito. Mima often off to a quick start because she has so many tricks. But let's see, it's nice to have a lot of options. KUAI Man, world number 4 for a reason. Cho Yi-ke, conversation, hydration, 11-5. KUAI Man leads 1-0 in this round of 16 battle.
Second game, Ito to serve, love all.
So as she cleans the table to make sure that every bounce is honest, predictable, and as she's practiced hundreds of thousands of times before, she's down 0-1 to start with the serves.
Love one.
Crafty hands, KUAI Man right off the bounce. It's the fast feet to get you within reach to play that ball so early.
One all.
And in the touch play, some jabbing inside the table. Right off the bounce, Mima gets a little help off the net. Twice in a row plays it right off the bounce. Just a little dink and a drop.
2-1.
Bottle challenge-esque. Mima wondering if she should have played the chop block there to put more side and underspin on it. But gets quickly aggressive, opens with the backhand, and then the follow-up. It's like a snake's tongue. It's just so fast how quickly it recoils. Jeez.
3-2.
Mima smash into play. Thinking back through it, it might be a frog's tongue. I need to look that up, but not that familiar with frogs nor snakes in the tongue department. Creativity has its pros and cons, just like having a long list of options to choose from. Mima Ito in that moment tried something quite tricky, I would say. Brushing backhand to fan it, send some side spin back. Oh, Mima doesn't win points back here very easily. That's not where she plants herself. Doesn't set up shop 2 steps behind the table. At 5 feet tall, 152 centimeters. She knows she needs to stay close where her footsteps count. Jeez, it's relentless. The speed. If she can make these shots, time and time again, it only sits up just a little bit more on that final shot to give her the finishing attack. Over to the forehand side to change it up. It's amazing to me. If you were filming trick shots in your garage and you tried to hit the ball that hard 3 times in a row with no pressure, it'd be very, very tough to do.
4-6.
Let alone against the world number 4 doing everything she can to keep you uncomfortable and in a bad position to attack. Oh, leaves it open, the back door. Welcome to my house. She makes a very aggressive move to this forehand corner. Mima on the move and punished. KUAI Man sees it before it happens. She is the one. Neo in the backhand. Keeping it a little bit deeper with topspin here. KUAI Man securing herself in the rally. Leveled at 6 points apiece. Ooh, the slide, the glide, and way out wide. Inside, out forehand. The way she lets that arm drag behind and just brush the ball so delicately. Sets her up with a 1-point lead. Balkit agrees with me.
7-0.
It's an example of putting topspin on it with the short pips. Mima Ito. Tough to rally with. KUAI Man gets the first tough one back. Here's the thing, when the balls hit that fast and flat, The first step is reacting to it in time. The second step is keeping it out of the net because it doesn't have as much topspin as you're used to. Most people don't get through the first step. Oh, behind the table with the backhand as well, a cracking backhand. Mima really extending on this, and she's got a 2-point lead. At some point, we'll see service percentages, which will be very interesting considering how strong Mima's serves are. While it worked on the point before where she punched it from behind the table, typically she's staying a little bit closer to the table. Gives KUAI Man the first spin there. Oh, net recovery. Mima doing a wonderful job to get 2 Mima smashes in this rally. KUAI Man to keep him in play. That was the net ball, and it comes back parallel for Mima. 2 game points for Mima Ito. Interesting. The spinny shot, KUAI Man sits up a little bit, but the amount of spin here forces Mima Ito to close that racket just a little bit more to try and make sure it doesn't carry long. She overcompensates ever so slightly. 1 game point saved, 1 more to go for the receiver. And it's KUAI Man to save it. Keeping it cool here, she's at deuce. Game number 2, alternating serves until one player has a 2-point lead to take the game. Wide as can be, Mima Ito, not quite as deep on this one, goes for a little bit more width, the angle. Right on the purple line, the side of the table to set it up. 3rd game point for the world number 8, Mima Ito. Oh, turns the corner and doesn't lose any traction on the tires. Man, was that step around fast. Finds the opening and doesn't let go, Jack. I will never let go. What a shot. So it's leveled out at 1 game apiece. Tight game 2. Mother-daughter conversation, and back to see who takes the lead in game number 3 to follow this.
Third game, KUAI to serve, love all.
So KUAI Man with some thinking to do now as the pressure is built up a bit. He's taking a look over at Mima Ito to make sure she's ready. Probably more than that, to make sure she knows what she wants to serve. Bottle challenge, a race to that backhand corner, and KUAI Man wins it. Just in case you were curious, the winner here earns an opportunity to battle with Satsuki Odo.
Love 2.
A little bit English there, some sorry from KUAI Man, who knows some English, by the way, in case you ever meet her and don't speak Mandarin.
Love 3.
I don't know if you're like me and shaking your head thinking, man, it's amazing that she can just snap like a rubber band and swing forward so fast time and time again and still make a high percentage of these shots.
For love.
Small sample pool, the last 2 points, made the first, so she's 1 for 3 on those in that small sample pool. KUAI Man off to a wonderful start here.
5 love.
This is the way to do it. If you can serve long and surprisingly, if you can spin long and heavily, mix it up, keep it low when you don't spin long. It's gonna be tough on the other side. Oh man, banana split. Just completely demolished, a dessert inhaled. Like she studied this all night. Wouldn't be surprised if she has. It's so fast.
1-6.
To generate this much power. Leans forward and then just smack.
6.
Zampoir. Mima making her way back in, 2 in a row. This shot is a surfer on the news. And the bottle challenge serve, she'll stick with it as long as it's working. And with the score line, just occasionally, a little coffee bean, something to cleanse the palate.
2-8.
There it is, half long to the forehand. In case you're not familiar with that reference, in fragrance, you use coffee beans after smelling a few in a row.
3-8.
So that you're able to smell the actual differences between fragrances. 3 serving 8 here, Mima, a long way to go.
9-3.
Second towel break, KUAI Man with a 6-point lead, 2 points away, drilling and driving all over the table. Full commitment whenever she gets the opportunity for an opening. But Mima takes a lot of topspin off that ball with the short pips on the backhand. Again, she uses those pips in such a versatile way. Back to the bottle challenge, but this time she was ready. It's been so many times already this game. Mima with a good response, patiently waits. Bit of topspin, goes to the length of the table for a little bit more security against a serve that's gotten the best of her many times already.
6-9.
Crucial game here. Looking down at Coco, who's just clapping. Should Mima Ito get another point? Probably do more than clap. But no timeout needed. It's 4 game points, at least not right now. KUAI Man with the toes on the finish line. And the heels cross the finish line. She is into game number 4 with a 2-1 lead. KUAI Man is 1 game away from battling Satsuki Odo in the next round. It's not over yet. We watch till the end because comebacks come for real at these big events. The motivation for these players in this international rivalry between the greatest threat to Team China in modern history, historically back in form. Mima Ito will serve in game 4 as KUAI Man, the 4th seed, leads.
你把防守这半场护住，还要正手以勾高的过去中，然后你。他如果有转位放他中间，然后再这个球不一定发很高质量，但是你稍微加点火，好吧？
For the game, Ito to serve, love all.
So now or never for Mima Ito. She's got the serves. She's gonna have to change things up and find some ways to cause trouble. Looking for a little bit more spin there with the backhand. Dips the racket head to come into it and get more whip. Oh, that shot block was so good. There have been quite a few chop blocks between Anders Lind and that of Adriana Diaz that was breathtaking yesterday. Mima Ito's not far behind. Short side of the table, leans in, gets up on those tippy toes. Crack and smack from that forehand. Mima turns so quick. She never really, it just feels like her racket is naturally above the ball, but she just picks it up so quickly.
3-2.
Nothing natural about it. These players have sacrificed, maybe sacrificed isn't the right term. They've devoted so much time into having this life. The practice to be this good at our favorite sport.
3-0.
There are just so many nuances to the game. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of racket sports out there that involve different equipment, but most of them don't have completely different surfaces on each side and what feels like an unlimited number of choices.
4-3.
Every once in a while you play someone with a rubber you haven't seen in who knows how long. You just sort of sense, oh, it's medium pips, got it. Look how thick the sponge is.
Let 4-3.
Kwan, our 16-year-old Macanese player who made her debut here, gave me a big smile and said, this is the cheapest rubber you can get.
3-5.
Gets there quickly, reaches out and comes back down on it. A flat, fast shot from Mima Ito. From the side, you can see how low that is and how leaning forward. Like smooth criminal out here, Mima.
6-4.
The difference is there are no contraptions under the floor when she leans. Taste of her own medicine. When the ball sits up high, even spinny players can slap it hard. Good setup there with the parallel backhand. Earns herself that kill shot. Chop block carries long, and KUAI Man is getting close. 4 points in front, 3 points away. 2 games in her pocket. 1 for her opponent. She's got the momentum here. KUAI momentum. 6 of the last 8. Looking for the inside out. The momentum continues the way of the better seed. For the second time, Mima Ito has made the tougher shot, earned herself an opportunity, but the pressure that waits on the other side really makes it difficult to play a ball that looks easier. It is 6 match points for KUAI Man. Only needs the 1, long serve to the backhand, bottle challenge accepted. Succeeded here, the 4th seed has moved on through Mima Ito and will battle the next generation of Japan and Satsuki Oto in the next round. KUAI Man doing well here on a big stage. Just looking at this, She is now into the quarterfinals on Xia half of the draw, as opposed to the Wang Manyu half of the draw. That draw is looking very interesting with Zhu Yuling battling Wang Manyu next. Mima Ito is not an easy player to beat, but she's well studied systematically by the entire team, and especially by KUAI Man here today. Reading about playing is very different than being out here in the battlefield and feeling Mima Ito's game. Congratulations, KUAI Man. 26 minutes of hard work out here. And quite a bit, 70 points played. Service success here. Nearly 23% the better for KUAI Man. The streak, you saw 6 points in a row. The last 2 games, this almost looks like the score line for Anna Hersey versus Sunying Xia. A relatively tight fight, but the last 2 games, it seemed that the better seed or the stronger player, by most standards, figured out the opponent. KUAI Man delivered the goods, 11-6, 11-4. And guess what? We're gonna have a chance to talk to KUAI Man. We're down on court. George is there, and let's hear from KUAI Man.
All right, we have the winner, KUAI Man, here. Congratulations to KUAI Man on the match victory. You and Mima Ito are all rivals. Could you please give us a brief summary of today's match? 恭喜KUAI Man拿下本场比赛，和伊藤美诚是老对手了。能否先为我们总结一下这次交手？
我和伊藤选手也是，在前一段时间经常交手吧，然后上一次交手也是在澳门吧，然后，上次赢的也非常的惊险吧，然后可能这场打之前自己也做了非常充分的准备吧，然后在场上不管是落后还是领先，都保持好心态的一个稳定吧，对。但今天我的发挥整体来说还算不错吧。
Mima Ito and I had several matches over the past period, and I think the last one we had was also in Macau, and that one was a pretty close match. So before going into the match today, I was well prepared, and during the match, whenever I was trailing or leading, I was able to maintain a steady mentality, and I think overall I performed pretty well today.
After 2 rounds of matches, how do you feel about Macau and the overall tournament venue? 在2轮比赛过后，您对于澳门和整个场地、整个比赛的感受是怎样的？
澳门也是来过很多次了吧，然后这次再来也是非常熟悉的感觉。但是在这个场馆我还是第一次来吧，对，可能经过2场比赛之后，对，这个场馆各个方面都适应了许多吧。
Yeah, actually, I've competed in Macau several times, so everything feels very familiar here. However, this is my first time competing in this venue. Now that I've completed 2 matches here, I think I have adapted pretty well across all aspects.
Thank you, KUAI Man. Congratulations and wish you good luck. 谢谢KUAI Man. Thank you.
Well, that was charming. KUAI Man here. After the MC is got a good grip on the microphone, KUAI Man still makes sure it's balanced just right. Just like she did to beat Mima Ito, a perfect balance is what it takes. So 3-1, she moves on through to battle Satsuki Oda. Only 1 spot left in that quarterfinals. And it's a question of Bernie Such and Sunying Xia, the world #1. The stadium is packed with many waiting for that battle, which will end the night, close out the show. But before we get into that, we've got something else for you, an exciting one. The thrill from Brazil, Hugo Calderano, a man who's been watched by millions upon millions all over the world for a lot of reasons, battling against the penhold sensation, European champ, Dong Zhou of Germany. That after this.
KUAI.
Oh, beautiful nightlife here in